Hello in TV land. Hello everyone, bonsoir tout le monde. I hope everyone is doing fine. J'espère que tout le monde va bien. Welcome to a brand new episode. Well, actually, episode 29 of The Vintage Kids. Alors, bienvenue à cette 29e épisode. Ben oui, 29 épisodes que vous m'avez enduré à parler de toutes sortes d'affaires. Of The Vintage Kids. Donc, j'espère que vous allez bien. Ma voix est un petit peu rauque. My voice is a little low. I've got like a sore throat, but it's not COVID. So you don't need no mask tonight. Vous n'avez pas besoin de masque. J'ai pas la COVID, là. J'ai presque rien. Je suis tout guéri. Non, c'est ça. J'ai attrapé une cochonnerie. Donc, you know me, I'm Vintage Phil. Vous me connaissez, c'est moi, Vintage Phil. Hein? Laisse-moi juste remettre mon pantalon. Bon, une chance que l'intro. Je comprends donc. Tu sais, là, André, c'est important là, que, tu sais, on garde ça, là, on appelle ça une émission familiale. Hein? It's important that we keep these kinds of things in the family. So, this week, no, we're not going to talk about Andor. I want to give the chance to everyone to see the finale and stuff. So, this week, I thought we could talk about three interesting things. Those two of them are really actual brand new stuff, but there's another one that I want to talk about. And by the way, I'm not gonna uh, explain how the TV shows are, or I'm not gonna make an analyze of the Indiana Jones trailer. Jim Arsenault, welcome aboard. Um, donc, je vais pas faire d'analyse. I'm not gonna analyze these things like I do with Andor. I just want to talk about it because I have some questions about it. I've got some opinions about it. So today we're going to talk about Indiana Jones 5. We're going to talk about Wednesday, the new Netflix series. And I want to talk about the other series that I've started watching, and it's called The Boys. I don't know on which platform. Is it on Prime Video? I think it is. So, I'm probably gonna drink a lot tonight because, like I said, I have a sore throat. I did some renovation. J'ai fait des rénaux, là. J'ai frotté du... comment on appelle ça, là? Tu mets du coulis, là, puis tout, là, tu sais, la céramique, là. Puis là, j'ai refait... yes, Prime, good. Puis là, j'ai respiré beaucoup de poussière de cochonnerie, là, tu sais. Genre, là, de la litière à mur, là, tu sais. C'est pas bon, ça. Non, non. Okay. So let's start tonight. Oh, by the way, before we start, I wanted to talk about a few things. Je voulais parler de quelques sujets avant de commencer dans les vrais sujets de la soirée. Um, as you can see, I've got a brand new banner. Yeah, I made a new banner for the background. So if I ever go back to a Comic Con or stuff, or I'm gonna be ready with my banner. It would be amazing to make to do a vintage kids at a Comic Con. Ooh, that could be nice. Um, that's the first thing. Kirk is with us also tonight, as you guys know. My stormtrooper is called Kirk. Um, and I know that the vintage kids is not a something that I want to sell stuff. I'm never gonna make like a Black Friday thing or a live sale on the Vintage Kids. This is a podcast. Well, this is a something that we gather together every week. But you probably saw it on Yoda's workshop. Donc, j'essaie, je vais faire de mon mieux français-anglais as usual. I'm going to try to do my best to go French and German most of the night. I'm sorry if I end up only talking German. So you probably saw this on the Yoda's Workshop group. We now have merch. Woohoo! So if you guys are interested I have brand new T-shirts of Yoda's workshop. For now, eventually I want to make some vintage kids T-shirts, but for now I've got. Hey Joe, how are you, man? So if you guys want something like that, I've got extra large, I've got medium, I've got small. These are the Yoda's Workshop T-shirt. I sell them at $20, 20 piastres, $20 Canadian, plus shipping if you're unable to come and get it. So if it's something that you want, just send me a note. I'll be really happy to send you a brand new nice T-shirt. So that was my commercial part of the night. Donc si vous êtes intéressé à avoir un T-shirt de Yoda's Workshop, comme je porte habituellement, mais là, j'en ai pas mis un, j'ai mis un T-shirt de Boba Fett. Communiquez avec moi, ils sont 20$ canadiens et c'est ça. Oui, pourquoi pas. Puis éventuellement, on va peut-être faire un T-shirt Vintage Kids. Pourquoi pas? OK, so that was c'était la partie un petit peu plus commerciale de la soirée. What else I wanted to say before I... Oh, yeah, another thing. I just want to come back on the Black Friday sale. So thank you very much for everyone that spent the evening with me, with us. For the ones that missed it, I did a 4.5-hour sale last Saturday or 2 weeks ago. And yes, Ian, if you're watching, don't worry, I've got your stuff. Like I said, I'm going to check for prune face. I think I still have one somewhere. But as you guys know, I live in tubs, so I have to look in my tubs to get that, to see if I still have a prune face. Okay, so that was the little beginning of the show for tonight. Thank you for being with me. It's incredible to think that it's already the 29th episode. Merci d'être là. Quand j'ai commencé ça, when I started this, je pensais pas, je savais pas voici que ça allait s'en aller. I had no idea how this would work, but I mean, I got so many great friends all over the place that collect stuff. I did, and as you guys know, as our friends, the Keks do, we gather together once a week and we have fun. And I thought, why not? I can do this. Fait que je me suis dit, hey, pourquoi je ferais pas la même chose que certaines autres personnes qu'on connaît aux États-Unis, qu'une fois par semaine, on se réunit, on jase, on rit, on a du fun. Puis on parle des affaires qu'on aime. Ouais, pourquoi pas? Puis c'est... Le monde dit, ah, la COVID est finie. Ouais, mais le monde reste chez eux pareil, tu sais. COVID is kind of behind us. It's not really behind us. We're living with it. But what I mean is nowadays, everyone is working the next day. So I thought doing this during the week, I mean, you're not going into clubs on a mardi soir. C'est comme, I have to go to work tomorrow morning at 6, man. You know? So, je me suis dit, pourquoi pas? Hein? Mais oui, mais ça marche. 29 épisodes d'1 heure au moins. Eh ben oui. Hein? Bon. OK. Fait que, this week, like it says right here. Oh, vintage fill. Yeah, I'm going to take that vintage fill out. Et voilà. C'est pas beau la technologie. First subject. Let's talk about first. I'm going to talk about Wednesday at first. Je vais parler de Wednesday mercredi pour commencer. Je vais pas spoiler. I'm not going to tell any spoiling stuff. I'm not here to sexy Phil. Yes, I am. Just to get me a second here. Oh, c'est ma blonde en plus, là. Ooh. We're gonna rock tonight. Okay. So, what was I saying? What's much me now, Rita? Just got extra. J'aime ça de même. Yeah, I was talking about Wednesday. So, Wednesday. Great show. I'm not here to spoil it. Je vais pas le spoiler. I'm not gonna tell the story of it. I just want to talk about it. I haven't watched the complete series. I think I'm in the third or fourth episode, and I just want to talk about a few details, a few things, and the way I see it. Uh, if you guys don't know what Wednesday is, pour ceux qui savent pas c'est quoi Wednesday, ben c'est une série qui a été faite par Netflix et qui est basée sur The Addams Family. So Wednesday is a TV show that is based on the Addams Family that we know since a very long time, and they kind of rebooted, but they made a more modern version of it. Ils ont fait comme une version plus yeah, she plays a great Wednesday. You're totally right. And that's part of the great thing about that show is I think they did an amazing job in casting that Ortega girl. Uh, I know if you guys didn't know, she played in Iron Man 3. She's like a girl in Iron Man 3. I don't recall the role that she plays, but she's a little girl in Iron Man 3. Amazing casting. Uh, the thing, I'm not going to say that I'm disappointed, but since it's Tim Burton that is directing it, c'est Tim Burton qui est le directeur, réalisateur sur le plateau. Uh, Apparently the suspense is good between episodes. Yeah, it's really well written. Ça n'a pas été écrit par Tim Burton. It's not Tim Burton that wrote the script, but he was hired to direct. Donc c'est lui qui fait la réalisation. Pour ceux qui connaissent pas Tim Burton, for the ones that don't know Tim Burton is a great movie maker, great director, and he's got his special style. Um, if you guys are into the movies, there's always like certain directors, il y a certains réalisateurs qui ont vraiment euh, une espèce de façon de faire leur film et que c'est un peu leur trademark. So certain directors got their trademarks, the way that they create their movies. Wes Anderson, the Coen brothers, even Steven Spielberg in a way, Bruckheimer. That you can recognize these movies by the way that they are. So Tim Burton is the same thing. In fact, Tim Burton, c'est un peu le même principe. The movies that he did, Edward Scissorhands, and I'm gonna forget tons of them, but Scissorhands. He did, of course, Beetlejuice back in the 80s. Is it in the 80s or in the 90s? Beetlejuice, I don't remember. Of course, he did two Batman with the best Batman that there is, Mr. Michael Keaton. I'm Batman. Um, but don't tell anyone. Anyway, he did tons of great. Oh, of course, the Christmas thing, Nightmare Before Christmas. That's a fucking classic, man. Ed Wood, yeah, totally right. So he got his style, and I was expecting, and as I said, I've watched only a few episodes. I was expecting more Tim Burton-esque feel. I mean, the school looks amazing, totally Tim Burton. But there's the monster there. Spoiler, but I'm not gonna say much. But that monster really feels Tim Burton. But all it really feels more like in real life. So, donc, je m'attendais un petit peu plus des gens à la Tim Burton. Et ce que j'ai été surpris quand même, c'est de voir, bon, le fameux monstre là, qu'on voit dans les premiers épisodes. Ok, ça c'est très Tim Burton. L'école est extrêmement Tim Burton. Tu t'attends de voir Skeleton Jack là, se promener sur le top. Mais j'ai hâte de voir où est-ce que ça va s'en aller. So far, the casting is amazing. I was surprised to see Captain Phasma in there. She's doing a good job. Donc, Gwendolyn Christie. Is that? Yeah, I think. She's doing a great job. So there's a great cast, and of course there's Christina Ricci that is in there. So that's a great homage. Christina Ricci qui a joué that played the last Wednesday in. I think they did two movies with her. Is it one or two? And in their movies, in her movies back in the 90s, even Doc Brown was there. Christopher Lloyd was playing the bald guy. Yeah, too bad Phasma suck. Yeah, man. You're totally right, man. Just give me a minute. The magical thing about life stuff. OK. Je vais avoir quelques. Hey man, c'est Emmanuel, j'espère que ça va bien. Yeah, Uncle Fester, you're totally right, man. Hey, inquiétez-vous pas. By the way, guys, I don't feel bad if you're unable to join for a couple of weeks or even months. I mean, I'm doing this for you guys, and the great thing is it's always available afterwards on YouTube and on Facebook, so you can watch it later on. And you don't really miss anything that's very important, like since these are not sales, like I said, I always talk about subjects that people follow. So, anyway. Fait que, inquiétez-vous pas si vous manquez une couple d'épisodes. Ça fait partie de la vie, man. One of my friends always say, life goes on, man. C'est comme, life happened. Yeah, that's what he says. So, I really think the actress, the Ortega, is it Jennifer? I don't remember. Anyway, it's Ortega, her family name. She's doing an amazing job. And it's funny because I've listened to an interview that she gave, I think, last week. J'ai écouté une entrevue que Ortega a faite et elle a dit tout le monde me répétait depuis des années que je ferais une bonne mercredi. Mais tu sais, c'était comme un peu. Yeah, Jenna Ortega. So, what I just said in French is that I was watching an interview with her, and she said, for a long time, life is about that. You never know what you're gonna. Yeah, you're totally right, man. And she said, everyone always told me that I would make a great Wednesday. And the funny thing is that they came and get her. Ils sont allés la chercher pour le rôle. Fait que je pense qu'elle a même pas eu à se battre bien main pour avoir le rôle. C'est Tim Burton qui est intéressé à l'avoir pour jouer ce rôle-là. Donc, moi, je pense que great casting. For most, even the father, what I've seen is we haven't seen her family much in the first few episodes, and I like that. It's like kind of a spin-off of Wednesday, and the family is in the background so far. They'll probably be back for later on in the series. Like I said, I haven't watched the complete thing, so my opinion on it is based on the few episodes I've watched. I might be really disappointed by the end, but I'll let you know. Donc, c'est ça, à date, je suis pas déçu. Je trouve ça, c'est vraiment intéressant qu'ils ont fait comme un genre de spin-off de Wednesday au lieu de continuer complètement juste sur la famille Adams. Fait que c'est intéressant aussi que la main la suit tout le temps. Que Thing, it's cool that Thing is there with her, like a little pet. So that's a funny part. Love the idea. And we'll see what we're gonna get for the next episodes. So if you haven't watched it, go ahead, go check it out. It's great. And if you're an Addams Family fan, go ahead. You won't be disappointed. The only thing, well, yeah, it's okay. I just hope that they won't sexualize Wednesday too much. What I mean by that is nowadays when they take a character, like they trying to put it like up to date of what's going on in the modern stuff, they really sexualize characters that I don't think it's needed, and I don't think it's necessarily a good idea. I know it brings viewers, but anyway, let's see. We'll see what's gonna happen with the next few episodes. So I hope so far. I really hope that this is going to work and there'll be more seasons of this thing. I really think they opened up a box that would be able to create much more, a lot more seasons that in a few of them you can incorporate the family. Fait que je pense qu'ils ont vraiment fait quelque chose d'intéressant. Ils ont ouvert une boîte où est-ce qu'on peut aller commencer à piger puis créer peut-être d'autres histoires que la famille comme passe, revient, puis on garde à s'appeler Wednesday tout le temps, tu sais, encore une fois en prenant comme le spin-off, tu sais. C'est un peu comme le spin-off qu'ils ont fait pour That 70 Show. They did like a spin-off for That 70 Show. It's the 90 Show, and I think the parents, uh, they're back. I haven't watched. I just watched the thriller. But anyway, we'll see. Okay. Next subject. Like I said, I'm sorry. My voice is rough. I've got a sore throat. Okay. Uh, Next subject. I want to talk about. We'll finish with Indiana Jones. Um, Next up, I think that the next subject is. I'm not going to say it's a problem for me, but I've got issues so far. Um, any one of you guys watch The Boys? Y a-t-il du monde qui écoute les Boys sur Prime Video? I've started watching season 1. I know that they're at season 4 or 5. Je sais qu'ils sont rendus comme saison 5, 4 ou 5. The series was heavily recommended. So one of my friends is like crazy about that show. So he told me like several times, "Have you watched The Boys? Have you watched The Boys?" I've seen all the episodes. Shit. Okay, so perhaps Jim, you'll be able to convince me to continue to watch it, or literally let it go. So here are my issues, and I'm probably gonna sound a little like old school. Je vais vous parler un peu de. Where's the good? Disturbing. Yeah. So that's the thing. That's the thing. That's the thing I want to bring. OK, fait que c'est ça que je veux amener. Fait que on m'avait expliqué, I've been told like it's a great TV show. It's like the heroes are not really heroes. They're really bad people. It's really dark, like Jim just said, gory and stuff. I'm totally okay with gory when it's. I don't mind gory when it's not when it's for something. It's worth it. I'm gonna give you maybe a bad example. Ça me dérange pas quand c'est gore dans les shows, dans les films, mais pour moi, il faut que ça aille du bon sens. Là, fais-moi pas quelque chose qui n'a pas d'allure puis c'est dégueulasse pour rien. T'sais. It has to be. It has to. There has to be a good reason. It has to bring something to the show, or it has to have its place. Faut que ça ait sa place dans le show. So I was told it's really gory. It's like the heroes are like not heroes, and they do crazy stuff, and there's a lot of sexuality. I don't mind about sexuality, but when again, it has to make sense. So starting watching the first episode, and I haven't watched the complete season 1. I've watched 5 episodes, I think. I'm at if you guys are watching all of that stuff. Yeah, shock value. Love this. The birthday boy is here. Oh wait, birthday is it? Is it Ian's birthday? Man, I was talking about you just a few seconds ago, Ian. Oh, it's Chappie. Happy birthday, Chappie. Let's sing in French. Bonne fête, Chappie. Bonne fête, Chappie. Bonne fête, bonne fête, bonne fête, Chappie. La 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 la. Happy birthday, man. Whatever your girlfriend is going to offer you tonight, you deserve it. It's Chappie's birthday. That's great. Chappie must be like, I don't know, 23? Is that in US or Canadian? Um, yeah, wild man. See, that's the great thing about friendship and people that enjoy stuff that you also enjoy. And anyway, that's the reason why I'm doing this. Anyway, okay, let's continue what I was saying. So, first episode, I knew it was coming, but I wanted to see it to make an analyze of it, to analyze the whole thing. Like you guys know, I that's probably my health mental issue. I analyze everything that I watch way too much, but I went to university for that, so I analyze publicity for KFC. So it's you know what I mean, or truck. I mean, I love the trucks. I'm watching hockey every night. J'écoute le hockey à tous les soirs. Les maudites annonces de bière. Mais les annonces de bière, c'est moins pire. C'est plus les annonces de truck. Le F-150. Ah, si je suis plus capable. Le rebord du pneu est mieux fait que le Chrysler. Le F-150. Ah, si je suis plus capable. Fucking publicity on trucks. For fuck's sake. Can you put something else, man? Anyway. You're a thinking man, stinker. Yeah, well, it's a health issue, I think. There's probably a pill for it, or drugs. They're not here, man. Anyway, okay, sorry. I'm drifting away. Okay, so back to the boys. So I'm gonna make a stupid comparaison, hein, French. On va faire une comparaison peut-être un peu niaiseuse. You know when you've started watching, if you guys have seen The Office, if some of you watched The Office, the US version with Steve Carell, when you've watched a few first episodes, and I've binge watched it, all the seasons, and I mean I fell in love with The Office, but it was like awkward. It was like it bring us like, ooh, that's wrong. What Michael would say. Donc quand j'écoutais The Office, c'était comme la version américaine avec Steve Carell. T'avais comme des moments où est-ce que tu faisais comme, ah, je sais pas, c'est comme, tu sais. But you realize that as more you go into the seasons and more you watch the episodes of The Office, you totally understand that Michael's an idiot. He's a very kind man, but he's a little stupid. And when I say idiot, he's a nice idiot, and he says things that he thinks about it afterwards. Fait que Michael, il dit des affaires très, très, très déplacées qui te met mal à l'aise. Mais tu réalises qu'il le dit, puis il s'en rend compte après. Puis il est comme pas assez intelligent, puis sa bouche parle plus vite que son cerveau, tu sais. And other things we watch, don't be observer. We should discuss what we watch. Wait. Oh yeah, okay, I totally understand. I just read what you wrote down. Okay, so that's why when you watch The Office, after a few episodes, you realize that it's funny. You understand that the issue is the guy, it's the character that is like, okay, and you expect him to say stupid stuff and put people in awkward situation. Okay, but in The Boys, that's not the case. I don't feel it yet. You know that these guys are fakes and they're bad. But the big right away, and they did a big on the first episodes when the lady girl Sparkles or what forgot her name joins the seven. There's the guy, the Aquaman guy, asking for a blowjob. What? Like, hey, you have no choice. Go ahead. And she's kind of forced to do it, and that really. How far is it to use these things? It's. I'm not gonna say it's like a rape, but I don't know where's the line. I don't know where is the line on what you can say and use and share. Fait que la fille, elle joint comme dans les 7 super-héros, puis elle se fait demander une petite passe-passe par un autre des super-héros, puis genre, elle est comme forcée à le faire. C'est comme, fuck, man. Tu sais, puis là, après ça, t'as la passe de l'avion, puis le président, pas le président, le gars de l'État, ou la maire de la ville de Détroit, je sais pas quoi. It's like they put us in a certain positions, like you say, why, what the fuck is this? Why are we watching this? So I don't know if this goes on for all the season. I love the idea of the guys that tries to put them on the front line and show their real faces, their true values. J'aime l'idée de la gang genre de rebelles qui essaie de montrer qu'est-ce que qu'est-ce qu'ils sont vraiment. Fait que ça, j'aime ça. J'ai vraiment trouvé ça bon. I love it when they capture the translucid guy and they put him in the cage. Love this shot. Love the idea. That's okay. It's gory, but it's good. It's worth the shit. But when is it too much? I hope that they will not put up like bad behaviors towards kids or towards women or even men, and take advantage of that situation and make it like the drive of the show. So yeah, sorry. So if you have watched it, Jim, you told me that you've seen all the episodes. I'm going to continue to watch it, but for now, I've switched to Wednesday. I was watching it one episode every night, and I love the effects, by the way. Great thing about that show, love the effects. When what's the name of the Superman character there? I forgot his name. Anyway, when he flies, when he jumps, the eyes, the laser stuff, great CG. Even better than what we are used to see in those Superman's shows, like what they did with Superman Smallville's and stuff. I know it's a few years back, but Homelander, exactly. So anyway, I love the CG. I there's a lot of good stuff. The writing is good. I love the actors so far. I love also the fact that every character has his own little story and they're all different. J'aime le fait que chacun des personnages est bien travaillé. Ils ont toutes leurs petites histoires différentes. Fait que c'est pas juste des personnages secondaires pour être dans le background. So I thought that they did a good job. They're not like secondary characters. They're not just in the background. They all have their, not issues, but they all bring something to the old story. Anyway, so that was pretty cool. So anyway, let me know, guys, if it's worth watching all the 4 seasons. I'm gonna give it a shot and continue. I think I'm just after the race. Yeah, I'm further than that. Anyway, I'm probably in episode 4. There's probably like 10 episodes per season, I guess. So I'm halfway probably to season 1. Yeah, get used to it. Yeah, just like I said, for The Office, when you understand Um, and almost, yeah, exactly. See, that's exactly what I was saying about The Office. Um, okay, so that's cool. There's a lot of character building later on. Okay, so that's for me. That's important. I want when I watch something, don't bring me a character that you don't continue to develop to work on the character. Bring something to do to that character. Bring him. Every character has to bring something to the whole show, or it's bad writing. So so far, I don't think it's bad writing. It's the issue that I have. It's the subjects they are using. So anyway, so because the reason why I was saying the tagline for season 2 was many more heads exploding. Uh, See, so that I don't mind. That's okay because, like I said, it's just that I hope that they're not using something just to shock you, and it's sexual or it's based on rape or stuff. Because like to bring viewers, that's not necessarily bad writing, but it's using stuff that it's. I don't think it's a nice way. It's a good way to bring audiences. See, like I don't mind watching a movie or a documentary or something that they're gonna tell a story of a terrible thing that happened to someone, killers or serial killers and stuff. I totally understand it exists, but or even if it's a story that's been written for someone, from someone. Ça me dérange pas quand j'écoute des films sur des viols ou de la maltraitance. C'est un film, c'est correct. Mais la manière que c'est apporté, c'est toujours de la façon importante. I think that the way that you bring it, it's really important. That it's not there just for no reason. Anyway, okay. So up next, let's talk about Indiana Jones, Episode 5. So, have you guys watched the thriller? Have you seen a few pictures that came out, production photos and stuff? I've watched the thriller. I've watched a few analyses of the thriller. Je ne sais pas si vous avez vu l'annonce de Indiana Jones 5. J'ai écouté beaucoup d'analyses sur l'annonce. So the questions that I have for you guys, and is it a good idea? And is it a good idea to bring Indiana Jones back? Is it a good idea to bring Harrison Ford before he dies? So it's a sure shot. Like there's so many things to say about this. There's so many things in my head. Il y a tellement d'affaires à dire par rapport à Indiana Jones 5 que les affaires se poussent dans ma tête. First up, est-ce que ça vaut la peine de faire un épisode 5? C'est un sure shot. They're gonna make money out of it. That's for sure. So is it just a money reason why they're doing it? You're gonna say, yeah, it's Hollywood, man. That's the only reason why they're doing stuff. It's because of money. Mais à quelque part, ça peut être bon. It could be good. But when you watch the last one, when the last one came out on Indiana Jones 4, Indiana Jones 4, yeah, exactly, it was fucking terrible, man. I mean, I'm not gonna say it was the Last Jedi, but it was bad. And the sad thing about it is that it was Steven Spielberg that directed it, but the next one, 5, it's not going to be Steven Spielberg. So I'm wondering to bring a fresh. I think it's going to be the first Indiana Jones that is not directed by Steven Spielberg, but I would have to check. Donc, je pense que c'est le seul Indiana Jones qui ne sera pas directé par Steven Spielberg. So it's going to be a different approach, I presume. They did some de-aging on Harrison Ford because there's going to be a few scenes that takes place way before the time of 1969 where the action is going to take place. Ça va se passer en 1969, mais they took too much time off between 3 and 4. Yeah, you're totally right. Yeah, you're totally right. You're totally right. For me, the best follow-up of 3 was actually a video game. They did an amazing video game. I don't recall the name, but I've played a lot on my PC back in the 90s. Um, yeah, he has to fight the Nazis. You're totally right. That's the reason why Indiana Jones is there. He's in that perfect timeline. Donc, moi, j'ai trippé sur un des jeux vidéo. J'ai pas joué à beaucoup de jeux vidéo dans ma vie, là. Il y avait un jeu vidéo qui était disponible sur PC dans le temps des années 90 et j'avais trippé. Je trouvais que l'histoire était bonne. Je jouais puis c'était comme fuck man, il faut qu'il fasse ça en film. C'était vraiment bon. I was really surprised on the story of that video game. Yeah, so I was very, very disappointed in Indiana Jones 4. And of course, there's Shia LaBeouf, là. Oh, man. Tu sais, Shia LaBeouf, là, à part dans Transformers, là, j'ai hâte de voir qu'est-ce qu'il est capable de faire, ce gars-là. Là. I have no idea about his personal issues of this actor. He was like a rising star, and I don't know what happened, to be honest with you. I haven't followed his story, but it was like they put him in 4 because he was like the how do you say this? On appelle ça la saveur du mois. I don't know how to say it in English. They put him there because he was like the guy that was rising up as a good actor, and I'm not saying that he did a terrible job, but we could have put that actor out, and not. I'm not even saying replacing him. Flavor of the month. Voilà, merci. Saveur du mois. Ben oui, merci. Merci. Tu sais, fait que. Anyway, I loved him in Transformers. I think he did a good job. I think it was great in the first Transformers. I enjoyed that guy. But I mean, if you take a second and watch Indiana Jones 4, just even a few parts of it, when he plays like Tarzan, he swings on vines. Il fait comme son Tarzan dans la jungle avec des singes. C'est super mal fait. CGI is very bad. Anyway, so and by the way, I'm a real Alien addict. I love the Alien stories, and I totally understand why Spielberg did it. That was not my problem with that Indiana Jones. And it's funny because, as you guys know, I always talk about the fact that they are filming in the volume in the new series of Star Wars. And there's a scene when they end up in that place where the savages, or I don't know how to call them, sorry, hiding in the holes and stuff. Oh, no, of course you cannot. Totally different than Sean. My name is Sean Connery. You might remember me from such movies as James Bond. Welcome to the Rock. I'm going to solve the puzzle. Sorry. There's a scene where they end up and they're fighting with shovels and stuff. And the set was terrible. It was obvious that it was shot in a very small space. Anyway, I'm not gonna spit on 4, but I mean, it was almost The Last Jedi. So, what I'm afraid with the next one, I hope that they will not. I hope that they will do like if Episode 4 never happened. The only part that's good on that show is that the fact that he actually marries with the girl. What's the girl? Anyway, the girl's name that ends up to be the Shia LaBeouf mom. I think that was okay. It was like inevitable. Uh, yeah, that's it, man. I'll take a rapist for 500, Alex. That's so good, man. I love Will Ferrell in these shots. Marion, thank you very much, Marion. J'avais Marianne, mais c'est ça, c'est Marianne in French, Marion en français. Marion. Okay, so I love the fact that he ends up with her. It was like that's perfect. That's okay. So I hope that the alien stuff is not gonna come back. I hope that Shia LaBeouf will not be mentioned. I don't care where his kid is at right now. Let's do like it never happened. So that's the first thing. Talk now, Trebek. Well, I love it also when what's his name? The guy with the mustache there that died a few years ago. And he's always like saying stupid. His granddaughter is it? The you mean the new girl? He's like the godfather of that girl. I don't think that's true. We understand that in the trailer, but anyway, I don't know. Why do we always have to make it a family thing? I understand Lucas with Star Wars. I understand, but why don't we just incorporate new characters? That doesn't have to be someone's uncle or someone's daughter that you didn't know about. You're my daughter, man. Oh man, I fucked so much ladies back in the '70s. I don't know, man. I was at Woodstock, and I was like, yeah. Anyway, so sorry about that. So I hope that this will bring us Burt Reynolds. Exactly. Burt Reynolds, what are you doing here? I'm gonna three what? Three. That's so funny, man. Anyway, so I hope that we will see more of a Norm Macdonald. Yeah, he died, man. That's a Canadian actor that died. So many people. Have you seen who died yesterday? Christy Alley from Cheers. Fuck, man. We're getting old. All our childhood actors are dying. That's not a good sign. Anyway, so I hope that they will do a good job and bring back. Yeah, she died, man. She died yesterday of cancer. They find out that she had cancer. I don't know what kind of cancer. Anyway, cancer shit. And it was like at stage 4 or whatever, and she died really rapidly. And sadly, her family announced it last night, yesterday. That's really sad. And that's kind of fucking troubling. She was, I think, 71, and now you have to think about all the other actors that played in Cheers and say, my God, they must be really old. And I'm getting old too. Okay. Oh yeah. Well. Anyway, I just want to say one thing. I just remember something from Wednesday, not Wednesday the day, but Wednesday the show. I thought that it looked like they were doing a kind of a teenagers show, kind of a '90s show for the 2020s. Anyway, okay, back to Indy. So I've seen you can actually see in the trailer some of the shots that they did for de-aging Harrison Ford, and it looks amazing, by the way. So I'm not afraid of what it's going to look, and I presume that this is not going to be a very long part of the movie. It's going to be probably the beginning of the movie to put us in the storyline of what's happening in 1969. It's all about the space race and the Nazis that worked with NASA. So and that really happened. So it's interesting that they are actually using a real storyline. That's something that really happened back in those days. Fait qu'il se base vraiment sur quelque chose qui est arrivé déjà dans les années 60. La course pour se rendre sur la Lune le premier. Et oui, il y a des nazis qui ont été recrutés par le gouvernement américain pour travailler, pour aider à battre les Russes pour se rendre sur la Lune en premier. Anyway. Fait que ça va être sur cette, tout sur cette période-là. So what I'm not going to say spoiler alert, but I presume, and in a way, it would be okay. I presume that they are going to, we're going to see Indiana Jones die. First of all, here are the things that make me think it's going to happen. Fait que moi, je pense que malheureusement, à quelque part, puis ce serait correct, on devrait voir Indiana Jones mourir. Puis ça sera pas Shia LaBeouf qui va venir le tuer avec un sabre laser. And it's not going to be Shia LaBeouf that him with a lightsaber. Here you go, man. The reason, here are the things that make me think of that's going to happen. First of all, it's Harrison Ford. Premièrement, Harrison Ford a toujours été pour ça, de faire mourir les personnages une fois qu'ils ont été bien utilisés. Harrison Ford always said for Han Solo, for example, his purpose is over. He did what he had to do. There's an arc. Every character has an arc. Tous les personnages ont une roue à suivre, ont une histoire à suivre. Ils ont quelque chose à développer et tu finis toujours par revenir, tu fais comme ton chemin puis tu reviens au début. C'est pour ça, souvent, dans les films, le héros va toujours finir par revenir chez eux, puis la boucle est finie. So, it's always, the hero always goes on a journey, and he does his work, his journey, and at the end, he always comes back home. He comes back at his original place. Ils reviennent toujours à la maison. That's the arc. That's the reason. That's the thing. That's how they create characters. And I think that Indiana Jones has done more than he should. So, at what point this human, we're gonna still believe that he can do all these things? Seen in a young individual, old man, an eye patch. Oh, see, I didn't know. So, see, there's actually something canon que bougez pas, je sais voir. Ian, so Ian saying that he actually comes back in Indiana Jones, the Young Indiana Jones series. I haven't seen the Young Indiana Jones series. I have to watch that. That's something missing in my brain. Well, let's say that he dies anyway. Or perhaps they're not going to make him die during the action of the movie, but at the end of the movie. So, since we are actually going backwards in time and we're going forward in time, like we're going probably in the 40s or the 50s, and then we have a jump to 1969, perhaps we're at the end of the movie, we're going to see him in 1975 or 1980 or whatever as a very, very old man, and he actually dies. But it would also like say, all right, that's it, we're done. Harrison Ford, not Harrison Ford, Indiana Jones, it was his last adventure. and he's done. So, and it would be nice that he actually, I don't know, dies at somewhere surrounded by family or whatever, because all most of his friends are pretty old too, so they might all die in the CHSLD, in the old man's old people hospital or something. Yeah, I really have to watch it. I haven't seen it, so see, that's something that I totally forgot about, and it's officially canon. Fait que c'est officiellement canon. See, in a nursery home, exactly. And he would like whip with, I don't know. Anyway, we'll see. So yeah, I want to see it. I'm excited about it. I mean, it's Harrison Ford. Everything that he does usually works, except for 4. He never really played in a very bad movie. So anyway, I hope they won't do another 4 again. I hope this is not going to be the last Jedi of Indiana Jones. I hope that they will not take the character somewhere that we're gonna change the character to make it more cool. People are not expecting it. Man, don't denaturalize the character. Dénaturer, je sais pas si ça se dit en anglais. Change pas un personnage qu'on connaît depuis 40 ans. Don't change a character that people know, that they enjoy, they know for 40 years. Just send you a picture. Oh, yeah, cool. Yeah. Oh, wow. That's great, man. That's new to me. Wow. So he might lose an eye. Oh, Ian. See, that could be nice. That there could be an explanation why he's losing an eye. Ooh. So anyway, I can't wait to see it. If you don't want to get spoilers on it, and you want to go fresh to the movies and see it with fresh eyes, don't watch the trailer. But if you don't mind, like me, I love to watch the trailers. Go ahead. It's really well done. There's only one shot in that trailer that I don't really enjoy, and I have to say it. Keep an eye out for that scene. Ooh, there's a shot where Indy is riding a horse in the subway, and the CG looks terrible when it's a close-up of Harrison Ford's face. Go check it out if you want to see it on the trailer. It lasts for a second or 2 seconds, but I hope they're going to fix this, because we're in 2024. 2022. I messed up. I'm a time traveler. Il y a vraiment une shot qui est horrible en CG. J'espère vraiment que ce ne sera pas la shot qui va sortir dans le film. On est en 2022, là. J'espère que la technologie, j'espère qu'ils vont avoir pris le temps de s'assurer que toutes les shots de CG est bonne. Je peux comprendre là, que on a essayé une nouvelle technologie, c'est pas à la fine pointe, mais j'espère qu'ils vont faire une bonne job. So guys, that's it for tonight. Pre-production, they had to rush the thriller. See? Perhaps, I hope that's the case. Because even that shot, I would not have put it in the trailer if it's not ready like it was, of just what I saw. If I was working on that project and I had my word to say on that stuff, I would say don't put that shot in there. That's really a bad shot. A bad CGI. So the background, it doesn't, the head doesn't fit with the background, the movement, and it's like, what the? So anyway. So guys, that's it for our 29th episode of The Vintage Kids. Thank you very much for being with me again tonight. Merci d'avoir été là pour la 29e épisode de Vintage Kids. We're going to see us together again next week. And yes, I think next week we're going to talk about Andor, because we have the 2 last episodes to go through, and we're gonna wrap it all up. So if you guys haven't seen Andor, the last episodes of Andor, go ahead, check it out. It's a great finale. They did an amazing job. La semaine prochaine, on va probablement finir Andor. Fait que si vous n'avez pas encore fini de l'écouter, prenez le temps de le regarder. Ça vaut vraiment la peine. La fin est très bonne. We're going to have a lot of things to say about it next week. So, once again, if you have suggestions, you have any questions, you want to share stuff, go ahead, go on Yoda's workshop, and that's the reason why it's there. Si vous avez des questions dans les commentaires, ne vous gênez pas, communiquez avec moi. Je vais faire le mieux pour vous répondre le plus rapidement possible. Ian, don't worry. Tomorrow, today was a rough day for me, but tomorrow I hope everything will be great. Yeah, me too. It's probably gonna go away pretty fast. It's not COVID. It's really. I think I breathed way too much powder when I was painting and doing my walls and stuff. So tomorrow I'll get back to you, Ian. So that's it. Merci beaucoup tout le monde. And guys, Chappie, again, bonne fête. Happy birthday, man. And see you guys tomorrow for the ones that will be at the MMCs. At the MMC. And c'est tout. Bonne semaine. Take care. And as I always say, be good. What do I say? Be safe, be good, be wild, be you. Take care. Bye-bye. Whoop, I have to push the button because I'm going to dance for a long time. Bye.